Kirby and the Forgotten Land does everything right. From the moment an ominous vortex looms over planet Popstar, to mouth-stuffing powers to wide-open areas, rebuilding a town, and tricky time challenges. The newest entry of the Cuddly Pink Puff is an exciting journey for seasoned players and newcomers alike.
3 years ago, I beat my first Kirby game, Kirby Superstar Ultra, and since then I've been working my way through the series. Planet Robobot is largely considered the best in the series by fans, but with Kirby and the Forgotten Land here, it's hard to say if Robobot will reign supreme much longer. Like most Kirby games, our lovable Babu Kirby is living his best life, lazily taking a stroll through planet Popstar when a star-shaped void emerges, drawing the planet's inhabitants inside. Kirby and friends are sucked into a forgotten land. A world shrouded in verdure, with the meanies of Popstar lurking around every corner. After a brief tutorial, Kirby runs into little pups and takes them down the only way he knows how. Super sucking power! But a compact car also gets sucked in, revealing Kirby's newest power, mouthful mode. No license required, our boy makes a drive for it, prepared to explore this new, wild, wide world. After a long drive, he notices ravens transporting Waddle Dees, and soon after, he discovers a destroyed village and a flying squirrel mouse creature is captured. The Beast Pact is responsible for such heinous behavior. You save your newest pal, Elfilin, who explains the Waddle Dees have been captured, and it's up to Kirby to save them all. With a goal in sight and a new world to discover, Kirby sets off on his greatest journey yet. The Forgotten Land is riddled with new dangers, terrains, challenges, and powers to overcome them. And good news, you don't have to go at it alone. Kirby and the Forgotten Land has local co-op. Player 2 can fight alongside you as Bandana Waddle Dee. Now the world is broken into areas. There are technically 7 unique areas, all except one, each housing about 4 levels and a boss stage. In order to progress, you must complete a level and try to find as many Waddle Dees as you can. You can see a list of hidden objectives before entering a level. If you fail to find all of them, no worries, you can always try again. And you'll be given a hint on how to obtain them. With enough Waddle Dees, they'll open a path to the boss's lair. It wouldn't be a Kirby game if the usual suspects of sucking, puffing, and the classic power-ups weren't available. A variety of enemies are lurking all over, most with a unique ability that the Pink Menace can wield. Give the enemies a taste of their own medicine, while blooming flowers, tearing down wanted posters, and fitting large and unusual objects into your mouth. The newest addition is mouthful mode, when Kirby inhales certain objects and takes their shape and can use them to his advantage. A car to run over enemies, a cone to ride the water pressure to send yourself skyward, and crush both earth and enemies beneath you. My personal favorite, Light Bulb Kirby, illuminating the world around him. The best thing about these powers is they're used to traverse or solve the area's puzzles. They're meant to break things down that would otherwise block our hero's path. It was never a mindless power-up, it had to be cleverly applied. Sometimes the application was obvious, but keeping an eye out would show you that these powers have more than a singular use. It felt rewarding and powerful to be a vending machine, or even a whole staircase. The developers didn't make a beautiful 3D Kirby for it not to be explored. Keep your eyes peeled for hidden paths and ears open for cries of captured Waddle Dees. Sometimes you'll be lucky enough to find mountains of coins or figure capsules to put on display later. Examine everything well, as when you pass through yellow star doors, you won't be able to return without doing the level all over. Upon completing a level, not only does the next area unlock, but several treasure roads will appear. These are pocket dimensions that propose a challenge using a specific power-up. If you're not going for the targeted time, they're easy, but if you're a masochist like me, then you are. This was easily the hardest part of the main game. Thankfully, you only need to complete the challenges in the allotted time to score a rare stone, which can be used in Waddle Dee Town. This is your hub area, where you can prep before heading out. The more Waddle Dees you gather, the more conveniences will be available to you. Fishing, buying food to eat or take to go, minigames, item shops, delivery services, and more. The biggest facility you'll be visiting is the weapon shop. If you find blueprints, bring them to the weapon shop Waddle Dee. They're used to evolve copy abilities, doing more damage, adding a new moveset, or lasting longer. If you're ever worried about missing blueprints, talk to the wise Waddle Dee. Not only does he have a book of worldwide stats, but he'll clue you in onto any blueprints you're missing. The second establishment you'll be frequenting is the Colosseum. Take on bosses back to back and win yourself some fabulous prizes. At home, you get to relax, flipping through pages of a book or display cute figurines you've collected on your journey. Or if you're impatient, take a chance on the gacha machine. The first mainline Kirby to have 3D graphics is Kirby 64, but the first Kirby game to have full 3D gameplay is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. And before you check me, yes, I know, Kirby Planet Robobot technically had the first with Kirby 3D Rumble, but that's a minigame, not core gameplay. These environments are gorgeous and would not have hit the same if Forgotten Land took the same approach of its predecessors. These are bite-sized but still open segments of the world. When first landing, there's a starter area, giving off a hint of what you'll be traveling through. From there, you enter and the world is a playground. Kirby and the Forgotten Land does magic, making you feel like the world is rather open by Kirby standards, yet is still very linear going from beginning to end. It wasn't the sandbox game I initially thought it was, but it still satisfied the itch of having freedom. A little exploration goes a long way, finding hidden paths, and it's always a delight seeing the yellow bar pop up at the lower right of the screen to let you know you've earned a Waddle Dee thanks to poking around. Again, I love the encouragement to explore. Even on the world map, sometimes you're able to search and uncover a new treasure road or find some extra coins. And listen, if you're fed up with the level, you're more than welcome to bum rush it, but you'll be doing yourself a great disservice, missing out on the little touches and secret passages that were made to be discovered. And for what it's worth, Kirby respects the player's time. When you do speedy challenges, there's a blue retry star that allows you to try the challenge again without having to quit the entire level to win the grand prize. Or if you take a secret roundabout way, a safe shortcut will usually emerge, leading Kirby back on the main path. On treasure roads, there's a retry option for when you know you're not going to make it in time. Enemy variety is fantastic. The looks of evolved copy abilities are amazing, and the pre-rendered cutscenes are beautiful. This game is gorgeous from head to toe. Level design, stellar. Exploration, fun as hell. The music falls in line with the rest of the series. It's upbeat, dreamy, and dangerous. Each level has unique themes that gear you up for adventure. We got tropical motifs, the carnival, and some soft winter melodies. I also really enjoy that the main overworld theme changes based on what part of the world you're in. And let's not forget that opener with the vocals. An absolute bop. The Kirby series never believed in bad soundtracks, and if I had to highlight one, Northeast Frost Street. Yup, a soothing winter level. It's relaxing, cozy, and when the guitar kicks in, it gives the right amount of edge. It does a great job at making you feel like you're in a rockin' winter wonderland. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is a mouthful of fun, and if you're still left with an appetite after reaching end credits, difficult post-game content awaits you. Offering you a buffet of tougher foes, risky puzzles, and warped worlds, just waiting to be discovered. And if you can't get enough exploring worlds with Kirby, consider dining on my reviews of Kirby Planet Robobot or Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. And of course, be sure to check out my Patreon, join the Discord, get early access to reviews and postcards. Thanks for watching! Mwah!